Welcome to the next episode of Char
Chai.
How.
So what we are gonna do today?
Well, the episode for today would be, I believe,
The
continuation. Yes.
Of immigration, right? So last time you have you finished last time your?
I've discussed. Yep.
Anything else you wanna add?
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, because it always is gonna differ from according to what purpose you are gonna go to.
Okay, so you talked about the documents, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you also talked about the departments
Yes.
from where you need to pass through.
Process. Mm-hmm.
And so
Return. How about for Indian people, if they wanna come to Taiwan, what should they prepare? Where should they
So
go?
I would say that of course passport
Mm-hmm.
and your let's think about, I don't know about how a worker or an employee
Mm-hmm.
apply for Taiwan. I only know how a student can apply, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because I came here as a student,
Okay.
so I can only tell about that.
Mm.
Passport, your original degree certificates, and transcripts, all must authenticated through central government, state government, and first you need to apply for it, and then the state government will certify it from, like, if your college is in certain state, that state will certify it.
Okay.
Then it will go through the central government, and they will certify it, and then it will go to the Ministry of External Affairs.
Wow. So 3 parts.
Yeah, and they will certify it, and they will send it to the Taipei Economic Cultural what the organization name, something like that, which is actually the Taiwan embassy. But as you know, they cannot say themselves as an embassy, so they always establish a economic cultural center. And you cannot find Taipei Economic Cultural Center in every country, but in India they are there for a long time. So yeah, after doing all this,
So you also call it Taipei Economic Cultural.
it's everywhere same. The name is same.
Really? Okay.
Because they have it's Taiwan government who decided the name, right? It's not like
that's
our
right.
own
Okay.
country.
Uh-huh.
So they always like Taipei Economic Cultural Center. So at the end they will certify it, and then you can submit it in the college, and they will accept it. So there is a process, and I have submitted it to the I forgot the exact office name, but I have submitted in Delhi. And they have sent it to the college, and it came back something like that, the certificate. So I don't know how they do nowadays, but yeah, you can go to Delhi, and you can submit there, or you can go to your college, and then it will go to the state, and then it will go to the central government. Delhi. Okay.
So tedious.
Yeah.
Just for one your college documents.
It takes around 1 month. Okay.
Without pandemic.
Without pandemic. And main problem is state government authentication. Central government will do very fast.
Okay.
But from your college to state government, it takes around 1 month.
Why?
But I don't know now.
Okay.
I don't know now. And I did it by myself too, so it was very hassle. But nowadays, that time, those agents, there were very few agents who used to do that, and they used to take a lot of money also.
Okay.
But nowadays, I heard that it's easy to go through the agents, and they take a reasonable amount, and you just submit to them. They will do everything for you. And when agents go to the or any office, it goes very smoothly. And if you'll go by yourself, they don't consider you are an authentic person.
Really?
Kind of. I don't know why, but it is like that. Because agents have lots of document together for many people. I don't know why it is like that. But when you take it personally, they check you a lot. When an agent gives, they won't check that much. Okay, by the way. So this is how it happens. And so this is all about documents. You also need to make an medical certificate and authenticate it in the same way.
Okay.
Okay, like a State Central and Taipei.
Any hospital would do.
And it would, I think nowadays it's only government hospital they accept from government hospital, and the seal of government hospital, not from the private doctors. Okay. And all form you can download from the TECC website.
Which is that?
Taipei Economic Cultural Center website.
Oh, okay.
Okay. It is TECC or
TECO. We call it TECO. Taipei Economic Cultural Office.
Maybe it is the same one. It's been a long time. I haven't opened that site or something. So it's something like Taipei Economic Cultural. And so medical certificate, degree certificate, and then after you have all of this, you can go by yourself to the TCC office to get the visa, to apply for the visa, or you can again send it through the agent. Okay.
Do you need to have police clearance?
Police clearance is how to say, I think I didn't give it in like initially. I don't remember if I gave the police clearance. As a student, I think there is no need for a student. I don't know what's happening now. For job purposes, they need.
Okay.
But for a student, I don't think they need police clearance.
So visa.
So visa, then done. And then they just book your ticket. Okay. So that's all for documents. From what I did, I'm just telling what I did and what possibly you can do. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah. So
And,
almost like the same, right? Like all these documents and all of that after all the processing, and then you fly to Taiwan, and is it your first country out of?
It's not only my first country; it was my first ever flight.
Oh my
I have never been I never traveled through airplane.
Oh.
Yeah, even domestically, I always used trains.
Hey.
You know, we have long trains.
Sleeper trains.
Sleeper trains.
You told me once.
Yeah, you can sleep there.
It was also my first flight out of first airplane flight to Taiwan back in 2011, but that's not for studies. Anyway, just something in common. But what was your let me have that as our transition to our topic for today. Aside from the continuation of the immigration thing, how or what was our impression of Taiwan when we landed here?
Okay, so would you start? I'm excited to do this.
Okay, you go.
Okay, because for me it's quite, India is a big country. We have our own local conservative and quite closely packed culture in each area, right? So I also had that mind. First time I took flight, it was quite
both exciting and terrifying,
terrifying experience. And when I landed here, oh my god.
What's that? Oh my god.
Like everything changed.
Was it
so
in Taipei or what was it?
It was Kaohsiung.
Kaohsiung. Okay, yeah.
In Taiwan, we have two international airports. One is in Taoyuan and one is in Kaohsiung. So I had something in Kaohsiung.
Okay.
So I landed there.
Okay.
Though if your college or your office or your stay place is in north, then you have to take the flight for Taoyuan.
That's true, yeah.
So you landed to Kaohsiung or Taoyuan?
No, Taoyuan. I've never been to Kaohsiung. I want to go there.
So it's quite like the atmosphere is quite like Filipino, like moist.
I believe so. That's almost like. Can I say a joke before you continue?
Yeah, sure.
No, it's a common
There are
thing,
lots of scope for jokes in our podcast. Okay, go ahead.
Like, Kaohsiung is so near the Philippines. It's it's like a boat away, you could say, because after Kaohsiung is Batanes already, the island that is in the far north of the Philippines. And the common joke would be that if you would hear rooster crow in Kaohsiung, that's actually a rooster crowing in the Philippines already. That's how near it is.
It's really funny. And so yeah, the atmosphere is quite like your Philippines. By the way, I have been Philippines once. I want to tell our listeners. So
let's leave that for a next episode. How did you feel about the Philippines?
Please comment us if you want to listen that. Okay. And so I know a little bit, and the atmosphere was quite same, and temperature was quite same. It's hot, moist, and
but it's clean, as you said.
That clean is like clean, like too much clean.
Okay.
For me, because I have seen a lot of things back in India. So yeah, and it's not only clean, very few people. So that two things, like, it was hard for me to bear it. Okay, so I was like, where am I? I like person who is in a dream. I was walking like that. We were two actually.
Okay.
There was one more friend, so I was little bit in my sanity was not gone that time. Otherwise, anything could happen that time. Okay, so
somebody was there too.
And I was everywhere, and because of crowd and because of many people and because of noise, we used to talk in India like, "Hey friend, how are you?" And I was doing that in I'm at MRT station Kaohsiung, and you can imagine no people, pin drop silent, and I'm talking to my friend like, "Hey, it's so cool." Someone came to receive us and he said, "Shh, don't talk like that." In our language, "अरे ऐसे नहीं बात करते भाई." It's not the way they talk. And inside the MRT too, we were talking like that. And again they said, calm down. I was so happy because I always wanted a place. I was really terrified by the crowd of India. I have been to Delhi, I have been to Mumbai, I have been to my place, which is not that much crowded. It's a small town, but it's still I really don't like the hullabaloo of the city and all. So it was kind of, I felt like, yes, this is the place where I wanted to come. And yeah, so this was my first impression.
Okay.
And
Clean and
no crowded.
And no crowd, right?
And right. And these two things were everything. Still are everything for me. The third thing affected me the most. The convenience store. Their convenience store.
I
Okay,
agree.
please.
Okay.
I think something in your mind. Please go ahead.
Oh yeah, I mean, you continue. I will have my turn later.
I'm
but
talking.
like,
I'm talking a lot. Like
I'm
since
fine.
beginning. I'm
fine. I mean, because I will have my turn later, right? But like I just agree so much about the convenience store because their convenience stores.
Oh, by the way, in Philippines you have 7-Eleven.
We do.
Any other convenience store? Do you have?
oh
Family
my
Mart.
God. I think. Oh my God! I forgot. It's 7-Eleven for sure. We have.
You forgot your convenience store. How long you have been there?
Last time was 2019. No, hey.
No.
How? Let me tell you why. It's not. Our convenience store in the Philippines is not too much 7-Eleven-ish. We call them sari-sari store. Like
that sari-sari store are just a general store. It's not 7-Eleven, right?
It's most usual in our country.
Yeah, but it's not 7-Eleven at all.
Yes, of course, right? Not at all.
So let's talk about what is similar in Taiwan. Okay. By the way, I have never seen. I don't know in our metro cities, big cities, they have or not. But as per my knowledge, India doesn't have those convenience store chains.
I'm surprised to know about that.
But okay, so recently I heard that they are opening, but before I don't believe we had. So by the way, as you said, even of course those big countries, they all have convenience store, and all European countries, USA and all. But still, I believe the convenience store of Taiwan
is the most convenient.
Yeah, actually, they really relate to their meaning. Convenient store.
Describe.
Yeah, you can pay any kind of bill. Okay.
Number one.
Okay, whatever bill, your electricity bill, your school fees.
Yeah, I know,
your
right?
School fees, your traffic fine, your tax.
True.
What you cannot pay, I don't know. Everything you can pay, and you can find these convenience store on the top of the mountain also. Maybe I'm exaggerating little bit, but just a little bit.
For sure, there okay. is. Yeah.
Maybe one, but they have there.
Yeah.
So on the top of the mountain and nearby the beach also. So everywhere you can find it, right?
You can send your stuff.
Yeah, you can use it as a post office.
Yes.
Okay. You can find almost all important thing there. From clothing to eat, of course, eating. From clothing to eating. To writing.
And hey, the food that they serve there is not only for snacks, because usually the food that we have in the country in our convenience stores
is kind of snack like burger and all,
snacks
right?
And all.
They have long range of foods, right?
And meals.
Meals.
People like it has rice, it has noodles, it has like you can have your breakfast, lunch, and dinner in there.
Although people like us who are from those spicy countries, the taste won't suit us, but that different thing.
Yeah.
That is completely different thing. But of course, you can find a long range of food.
Yeah.
And like umbrella, clothing, chocolates, and whatever and for drinking, from alcohol to all cold drinks. And this Taiwan, you can find abundant of tea and their flavors and their combinations. Along with, you can print in convenient store. They have printers. You can do Xerox, photocopy, and what else?
And it's not gonna be
you can recharge your phone and internet.
Not all, but there are some convenient.
Of course. A foreigner always takes Chonghua, so just talk about Chonghua first.
I mean, it's not gonna be hard for you to eat there because mostly they have the tables and chairs, and there would be restroom for you to.
Restroom. True. Not only for peeing, everything you can do. Just you cannot take shower. That's all. A complete toilet you can get there, right?
Some 7-Eleven. I don't know. I only have entered in a 7-Eleven twice, which has no bidet. Oh my gosh!
What's bidet, by the way? I think. Okay, you're talking something particularly.
Like the jet.
Yeah, jet.
The
general name is jet, right?
Oh, okay. We call it bidet.
Water shower to clean yourself, right? Because we both are not habitual of paper cleaning, right?
Gosh, that's one thing here. Come on, but
and surprisingly, we both use water and hand in our country, right?
Course.
And it feels so satisfying.
Oh my goodness, and it feels clean. Hello.
Okay. Let's not be too much into that because it's quite how to say cultural and particular thing. We cannot curse or admire something, right?
Okay, so my part of the story, yours would be safe.
Can you tell me few companies of convenience store in Taiwan?
Oh, Family Mart, Hi Mart, right? And
High Life.
I mixed it. High Life and what else? There's another one. Of course, 7-Eleven and
7-Eleven Chanda.
What's this? I forgot. There's
I
another
forgot
one.
too. Only 3 is coming in my mind, but there are many, at least 4 or 5.
Yes,
right?
at least 4.
So we right now we are talking about 3: 7-Eleven, High Life, Family Mart.
Yes.
Among them, 7-Eleven and Family Mart is like
everywhere.
Everywhere.
After how many meters you see another one on your
even sometime you will see one on this side of road there is one, and another side of road you will find the other one. I don't know what is the need. It's kind of they're doing competition. Okay.
Yeah, that's one thing that also, like my impression here is convenience. Oh my goodness, everything is so convenient here. Like Taiwanese, for example, they would be like, "Oh, it's so traffic. In my mind, it's always go to the Philippines, girl, and know what really traffic means.
In the same way, they measure a lot the air pollution here, and sometimes they literally say the air quality is not good. I said the time you would land in Delhi, I think you would faint. and when you will open your eyes, you would find yourself in a hospital, in a dirty room, and you would faint again. Okay, it's too much exaggeration. Just kidding, it's not that much bad, okay?
But really, like their traffic here, especially when I first came, because I was living in Miaoli. It's more rural than Hsinchu or especially Taipei. So there are lesser cars, lesser vehicles on the road. So I was like, oh my god, Taiwan has no traffic at all. And and what else? Safety. It's so much
why I didn't mention this?
I don't know, but
why I didn't mention this? It was my thing. Because whenever I boast to anyone about Taiwan from my country or to any person, the first thing I say safety.
It's really safety. Oh my gosh. Like I have unexperienced. I was still in Miali at that time. I have a souvenir from my boss. Because while I was studying, I'm already teaching part-time, and usually during holidays, bosses would give you souvenirs and stuff like that. So in short, I left this souvenir somewhere. I get home and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot something. Oh, that souvenir. And then I recalled where I left it, and then I realized, oh, it must be in that 7-Eleven I go to. So the next day.
Yes,
may I emphasize that? The next day?
Of course, we should emphasize that. Because in our country, the time is just blinking your eyes.
I know, right? So the next day, I came and passed by to see if my stuff is still there. Oh, amazingly, where I left my thing, I have found it exactly there.
Exactly there in exact
untouched.
Angle. Untouched.
Yes.
Right?
Oh my god.
Wow. I have lots of story.
Yeah.
But I want to keep it safe for next episode.
Sure.
Okay, today we are going to end here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we talked a lot with full of energy, right? So so what we are going to talk in next episode, I think I will continue with safety thing.
Okay,
because you just sparred me and I forgot. Oh my god, I'm so bad. How could I forget the safety thing?
It's the first thing I had.
Yeah, I literally start with the safety, and we will also add up what?
Yeah, what else?
Think.
What else have we
Actually,
found about
I
Taiwan?
want them to tell us, but right now not that much listeners are listening it or not interested to comment for us. It's on YouTube, so please go to YouTube. And I know you cannot comment on Spotify. It's easy to listen on Spotify, but please, if you want to talk to us, if you want to communicate with us, please go to YouTube.
Like,
subscribe,
and share.
Because we are not gonna share it. We are anonymous people.
Charge.
Okay, so please do that for us and talk to us through your comments. So we would know what you really like. We talked on many things, but there is a long range of topic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Please tell us what you want to listen, because we have abundant of topic. We think we have abundant of sufficient experience of many topics, right?
Yeah, because we've
talk
been here
that.
for 5 years.
5 years, more than 5 years. So of course, please tell us. And if you don't like it, or if you want to say, hey, leave the podcast, you're not eligible for that, then please tell us so that we can save our time, right? Okay, please don't do that.
Just kidding.
Okay.
Anyway, till the next episode
would be the start with safety.
See you again.
See you again. But still, I want to talk about what. If you won't say anything, we will talk about what safety and.
Yeah, and other impressions.
Let's talk about expenditure in Taiwan.
Yeah, that's included.
Included. Yeah. We'll include that in next episode. Thank you so much
for listening.
in
what?
In your expression, like. Thank you so much for listening.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye. Char.
Chai.
How?